This is Severe MMA. We're in Newport, Wales for Cage Warriors 79, and we're alongside Phil Wells after an incredibly great fight against, Tony was a tough opponent for you.
Yeah.
But it looked like to be fair, it looked like you had the measure of him over each of the rounds. Is that how it felt in there?
Yeah, I was definitely pacing myself. I was just trying to knock him out, and I couldn't. And then after a few, I was like, fuck. Sort of just had to get my bearings and be smart. So I shot a couple of takedowns to try and make sure I won the rounds. I hit him with some good stuff. I didn't throw any combinations, but he was tough as fuck. I kind of knew what he was going to do. I was expecting overhand rights and takedowns is what he did. But I'm happy, but it's not my best performance.
I want to talk about the end of the first for a moment because, what a lot of people don't do is take advantage of that side control and throw the big knee to the body.
Yeah.
You didn't just try to throw a knee to the body. You tried to drive him through the cage with it. It looked to me like the referee, we didn't hear a bell. We didn't hear it. It looked like a stoppage. What was your view of that?
We've drilled those knees in those positions, so I knew what I was aiming for, and I caught him with a right hand after, and in my head, the bell went, and the ref stopped it. But from what I saw around me, they wouldn't let my corner in. There seemed to be a hole in the action. So I'm not saying the referee made a right or wrong decision, but I didn't get my 60 seconds, and there was no clear decision. If he just turned around and said fights on or fights off, then it would have been all right. But my corner were good. They screamed at me just to get my bearings, catch my breath. That's what I did, and yeah, shit happens. Nearly had him. Nearly had the fucker.
Your composure, though, throughout. I mean, if there was any frustration there, you didn't show it again. You just went back to work. Is the frustration that you didn't finish come from yourself, or is it just the fact that this guy was tough as nails?
I could have done better. I could have done better. I've never been to a decision before. I finished every opponent, so I'm happy, but it's not a complete victory for me.
It always amazes me when I speak to fighters. You've just won a fight, and it was a competitive, and it was an actual fight of the night so far in terms of to watch, but you still beat yourself up. Tell me one of the positive, other than the win, what are you positive about?
Yeah, I listened to my corner and my takedowns were good. That's what won me the fight. I'm predominantly a striker, but I can mix things up now. I can drag it out and drive it against the cage. He was good, he kept it tight, he made it difficult for me, but I got my takedowns, I got position. I didn't do much from them, but I still maintained control throughout the fight, which is really important for me. So that's a massive positive for me to take away.
Last question, we'll let you go. What would you like next? A little bit of a break and then straight back in?
Nah, of course not. I don't make decisions about my fights. My coach Michael Osborne does that for me. He says yes, I fight him. He says no, I don't. But if Cage Warriors have me back, I'll bite their hand off. I'll turn up.
I got to tell you, Cage Warriors would be crazy not to have you back. Your stand-up's always been good, but it's getting sharper every time, and now you're all-around game. You're a contender.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you
that.
so much for your time.